Ever so often, we make excuses as to why we are where we are or why we feel the way we feel. We make excuses based on our circumstances, our experiences, and ultimately our environment. We say that we cannot really do what we want to do because we need to do something else. We make that excuse based on the cards that we were dealt. I have to do this because if I don't do this, I will not receive that. But I'm here to tell you that productivity is based on the state of mind. So a man thinketh in his heart and or mind, because the heart and mind, they are linked. So is he. So if you think idle thoughts, you're not going to be able to build anything up because your state of mind isn't where it ought to be, above the environment or above the state of chaos that's around you. You will find yourself falling down or falling prey to your environment. We make these excuses and we say that we cannot do it because we are either bedladen, I am sick, or I don't have the physicality to be able to do such a thing. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you do believe in the word of God, if you do think that these biblical characters are coincide or linked or correlated to your life, if you don't think that, then you would not understand what I'm about to say. But if Moses had that mindset, because Moses was in an environment that restricted liberty, it was an environment that was an environment of beating down people and undermining people. It was an environment that did not give people the rights to think, the rights to expand. And Moses himself was able to be in an environment like that, but he still was able to stand up and to have the mindset to do that which he has been called to do. Many of us, we sit there and we allow these things around us and the modes of life to come and wrap us into a place to keep us chained and enslaved so that we're not able to soar beyond that which we see. So our minds are limited because our imagination is not big enough. Our dream and our vision is not big enough. We're still in a small box and we're not thinking outside the box to create that box. We've allowed that box to hold us and to capture us into this place of thinking with normalcy. You have to choose this day where you will be. This day, what type of state of being you will stay in. You have to choose this day, how will I create the life and frame the world in which I want to live it? How will I speak these words, these prophetic implications from my mouth to frame the type of life that I know is there for me? I want it. And I need it, but how do I do it? How do I get out of that state of idleness? How do I pass just that mere place of just busyness? How do I yield produce? How do I gain benefits? How do I accumulate the riches and the wealth that are laying up for me? How do I get it? It begins with the state of mind. And it comes from the abundance of your heart. And your mouth has to speak it. After it has been spoken into the atmosphere, you have to go and war over that thing you've spoken. To war over it is to fight over it. Even when your body don't feel like it, you have to fight over it. Even when your mind has become so tired, your eyelids have become so heavy, your frame has become weakened because of the sun, because of the temperature of life, the heat that you've been put under, because of the cards that you've been dealt, because of that loved one, or because of that past relationship that you were in. But now you have this baggage and these things that you have to carry. How do I move past this and enter into that zone of prosperity? Prosperity is not just of success, what we deem as success. Prosperity is that total place of serenity. It's to enter into that place of peace, that no matter what is going on around you, you are still stabilized because your mind is above that which you see. Your mind is above that hot place, that burning place, that tempered place that you're feeling, that place that's trying to keep you in a low state, a low estate. But I'm here to tell you, you have to choose this day, choose at this moment what you will receive, what you will create. No time for excuses, no time to look at the fact that, oh man, the environment around me is calling me, it's begging me to do certain things, but these things I know is not going to yield the fruits that I need, the fruits that will bring about prosperity, the fruits that will bring about true produce, the fruits that will bring about productivity. But we have to stop making excuses. We have to know that Joseph, if you do believe in the word of God, he could have made an excuse as to, oh man, I've been abandoned, I've been castrated, I've been pushed aside by my own family. But because Joseph did not stay there, Joseph was able to rise beyond that place. Honor. In order for you to obtain honor, humility comes before that honor. You have to go through in order to get to that place. There's a process and journey. There's an expedition that needs to be taken. Joseph was able to rise in command, to become second in command. And because of that, he was ultimately able to help his family. Because he didn't allow that situation, that trial, and the experience of being castrated, of being abandoned, that place of being pushed aside by his own flesh and blood to stop him. And because of that, he was able to help bring much more to the community, to the nation, and even to those that have hurt him before. And you are able to do the same thing. People have hurt you. People have cast you aside. People have ignored you. People have talked about you, have plotted against you, have backstabbed you. The closest people to you who are supposed to stick to you, they were your brothers. They were your loved ones. They were the ones that you shared your deepest, intimate secrets with. But you have to understand, do not allow your environment to hold you back. Moses did not allow the environment of Egypt to hold him back. That place of captivity to hold him back. That place of slavery to hold him back. That place of enslaving the mind to hold him back. That place just flooded with blood and flooded with chains. That place of deceit. That place of inferiority and fear. That place of undermining, that place of holding you in a box did not stop him. He was able to think outside the box, which helped him to create the box. You have to create the box. Do not sit in that place of normalcy and go with the stream of society. You've been called to greatness. You ought to think high to rise. You have to be sure of yourself if you ever want to win that prize. Because life battle does not go to the stronger or faster man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. You have to think high to rise. Do not be outclassed by your environment. Do not allow the chicaneries of life, the deceptions of life, to keep you from fulfilling your true purpose. Your purpose will bless generations. Your purpose will bring true joy and true fulfillment to yourself. Stop making excuses.